Pray your hands, praying all day and all night. Church on Sundays, Masjid Fridays, seeking the light.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's Prayer Hands by Hoodstar 365. I'm Ali, your host, Hoodstar 365. And I know it's been a long time. It's been like 6 or 7 months that I've been gone. And, welcome me back, man. God is good. God is real. I was gone because, like late last year, like around September, October, November, I started to feel a little different, and I was getting fatigued, and I was starting to feel tired. I started to lay around a lot. When I went out to work my daughter out to get her shots up, I would get bad. I would get tired fast. But I'd be like, I'm going in. Then I'd go lay down, shit like that. I knew. And I was feeling like something was going on. And then, in December, early part of December, a bump showed up on my neck, on the right side of my neck. A bump. First I started getting like a crick in my neck, and I thought I was getting it because I'm always in my bed blogging, and I had the phone in my right hand, and looking up to the right to the phone. So I thought maybe I got a crick in my neck and I was getting a stiff neck. That's what I thought at first. But then a bump showed up. And then the bump got bigger and bigger, fast too. When I first seen a little bump, and then within a week, it was bigger. And then within another week showed up, it was bigger. And I said, oh shit, I called my doctor right away to the VA, and I went to the VA office right away. And I went and got checked. As soon as he seen the bump, he felt it, and he said, oh no, you gotta go to another VA, the big hospital. I need you to get there immediately. It was kind of far too. It was a whole different state. It was 2 states over from me. And my boy, he took me, and we went out there. Then right away they took me to the back. Boom, boom, boom. They did a biopsy. And then about a week or two later after the biopsy, I went to back, and then I had to go to another state, and I went, and they said, "Oh shit, yep, your results came back, and you do have cancer, sir." That's what they told me, and I was shocked, like, oh shit, like, with all the great things and the things that I was doing, that God blessed me with, that I became an artist, and I recorded over like 35 songs, like actual songs though, and I released them under my label, Host Star Entertainment, LLC, and I put it on all platforms, and I shot videos. I even built the stage in my backyard. And I performed twice. I sang my first album and my second album at the preview. I did it live on YouTube. And I did the whole albums, and I performed. I was getting motivated, and I started to tell people in the community about it, because I was going to start inviting people over to watch me perform on my live stream, and create a family. And then things just start going for the worst, bro. So prior to that even happening, I forgot to tell y'all, like around in like November or October, around that time, I had puppies. I had puppies in like June and July, and then I had like 6 of them. And then out of nowhere, a sickness came through, and it killed my 2 dogs, the mother and the father. And then it killed 5 puppies, and I got 1 puppy left. And they died like within like 2 days. They were all gone, all dead. So I went through all that stress and heartbreak and crying like a human being died, man. Cause I fell in love with my puppies, And then boom, then God gave me something else to focus on. He said, "You worry about your puppies. Yeah. Focus on this." So, you got cancer. So the lady told me I had cancer. It was a female doctor, and a male doctor came in and said, "Yep, you got neck cancer. We're going to have to do a PET scan. You got to come back. We're going to have to scan it." Then I went back, did the PET scan, by the end of the month. It was like the first week of January. So that's how I started my new year. Stressed out, upset, crying, begging and praying, asking God, please don't take me from my daughter. Let me finish raising my daughter. She's 14. Please, God. And then they said, all right, sir, you're going to have to do 37 weeks of radiation and 7 weeks of 7 treatments of chemo. We got to be aggressive with this. We cannot wait around. We cannot play with it or nothing. The cancer is on your right tonsil. I said, oh shit. So the cancer was stage 1, but my lymph node, which was swollen where the bump was stage 2. So I said, wow. So they said, one more thing before you leave. You're going to have to go upstairs to the dentist and they're going to check your teeth. Then they checked my teeth and said, sir, we're going to have to pull all your top teeth out because this type of treatment is going to damage your top teeth and it's going to make your teeth crumble and it's going to be painful. You're going to be dealing with a lot of pain then. So you don't have to be dealing with pain coming from your teeth. And then after all said and done, when you heal up, we'll give you new teeth. So the first appointment I had to go do that, I missed it because I was so scared. I didn't want to get my teeth pulled. And I had my teeth my whole life. And my smile, that's what I was known for, my smile. Being handsome with a smile. So boom, I had to go. They said, yo, you cannot delay this not one more week, man. You're playing a dangerous game. We have to attack this cancer immediately. So I said, oh, shit. I prayed on it, and then boom, 2 days later. I missed that appointment on that Tuesday morning, and they said, you come in Thursday. I went in Thursday, and then they sat me down in the dentist's chair, and then they said, all right, yeah, here's a needle. I said, well, wait a minute. Y'all not going to put me to sleep? No, he's going to numb you. I said, y'all just going to numb me and pull out all my teeth from all my top teeth? Are you fucking crazy? You got to put me to sleep for that, man. This is surgery. So they got the doctor, and the doctor came and said, yeah, he's right. What are you guys doing? You going to pull his teeth out raw, dog? We're just good with the anesthesia. That shit ain't going to do, that fucking anesthesia ain't going to do nothing to him. Probably give him a fucking heart attack. What's wrong with you? He yelled at them. Lucky I spoke up. I had a little common fucking sense. So they said, all right, so you have to come back tomorrow. We have to schedule for tomorrow. Please come back tomorrow. So I came back. Boom. They took me in the back. Boom, boom, boom. They put me to sleep. Bam. When I woke up, all my fucking teeth were out, dude. And they sent me home. I will see you in a week. Your gums heal up a little bit, or 2 weeks, however long it's going to take. But in the meantime, you got to do this, do that. Don't do this no more. Don't smoke. Don't drink coffee. Don't drink sodas. Don't eat no junk foods. You got to do this, do that. So I started drinking soursop tea. And everything soursop, the drops, all the shit you see on TikTok. I started buying it. Then after a couple of weeks, then they said, all right, we scheduled your first treatment, which started in March. Boom. I had to go in and get fitted for the mask. They do like a mesh mask that you have to wear for treatment, for the radiation. And them motherfuckers, they strap you in like a strap jacket, like a straight jacket. When you go to a nut house, it was like that. They buckle you in with the mask over your head and your shoulders and go across your chest. And you can't move, bro. So the first time they did it to me, I fucking had an anxiety attack. I started panicking and shit. I ain't never been through that. Then I just fucking fought it. It was like 20 minutes I was underneath that damn mask. But when I got up, I fucking got upset. I yelled at them. So why the fuck you ain't telling me you was getting ready to put the mask on my face? You just came up behind me and snuck it and put it on and buckled me down. You should have gave me a warning. Let me take a couple deep breaths and get prepared before you fucking tie me down like that. What the fuck? And I was like, oh, we apologize, sir. Yeah, it's too late now. So then they fitted me, boom, and said, all right, come back next week. Your mask is ready. We ready for treatment. Then I went and had my first treatment. So how I got through it was every time I went in there, every morning that I went in there, I had to be there every morning by 9 o'clock was my first treatment every morning. I had to fucking, I lay down, they put that thing on me. I started getting anxiety, so I started breathing. Exhale. Let all the air out. And then inhale. And then hold it. And then count to 10. 1001. 1002. 1003. 1004. 1005. 1006. 1007. 1008. 1009. 1010. Then I release. I breathe regular for like a minute. And then I do it again. I do it. I did it like 3 sets or 4 sets, and then after like the third set or fourth set, because when you do that, the brain, the chemicals in your brain, they go back to being balanced. Because when you stress or you get anxiety, the chemical in your brain goes to the right side or the left side. The right hemisphere or the left hemisphere. When you do these breathing techniques, they balance. They fall back into place. So I relaxed and got calm. So I did a couple more. Then after about a week later, I started doing it. And then I every time they buckled me down, I started praying. I started reciting the opening of the Quran or Fatiha, just to myself. And then by the time I was done doing that prayer, like I was doing the actual prayer, the actual salat. In my mind, I was doing all the movements. And by the time I got done doing that, the time was up because it was only like 10 minutes of that treatment. You be buckled down for 10 minutes, and they burn your fucking neck off with the radiation. So when I went, I had my full beard. You know how my beard was, right? You guys see me online. My brand is my beard, right? Then he said, so you got to take your beard down a little bit, but that's all right. So I took it down. I still have my beard, but I took it all the way down, low, to its lowest point. I didn't make it bald, but I took it all the way down so the mask would fit nice and snug. Then I went to the treatments, and then I started the chemo. I didn't start feeling no effects with the radiation or the chemo right away. Like the radiation, I started to feel the effects started the fourth week. The fourth week, my neck got real red and my skin started to peel and it started to burn. And they had to give me this cream, this lotion cream. It was good too, man. It soothed it right away. Cause that shit was burning, bro. It was on fire. Radiation, man. And then the chemo started to make me nauseous. Then by the fifth week, cause my kids were like, Dad, how you feel? I said, I feel good. I'm strong. The doctor said they're surprised that I'm strong like this because most people would be all broken down by now. Right? And as soon as I said that, when that motherfucking fifth week hit, what? That shit hit me hard, bro. By the third shot of that chemo, dude, my body said, ew. And I started losing weight. I went from 240 all the way. By the time it was all said and done, by the time the 7 weeks was over with, dude, I was fucking 195, bro. And then a week later, 2 weeks later, I was fucking 187. Skinny. I haven't been 187 under 200 pounds in fucking 30 years since I got out the army, bro. I was skinny as shit, bro. My legs were so skinny, my arms got real skinny, everything, my face. Everything, bro. I lost so much weight that the skin was hanging off my face and on my arms. You know how people look when they lose a lot of weight real fast? Like that. I had like you know how the chickens or the roosters have that thing underneath their chin hanging? Like that, bro. I was fucked up, bro. Then I couldn't eat. They kept saying, you got to keep eating and drinking because, sir, if you don't, it's going to close up and this and that. So oh, shit. So I kept trying, but then I lost my taste. And then everything that I try to drink water or try to eat something, because I was eating pudding, a lot of pudding, vanilla pudding and chocolate pudding and drinking water. But then when that shit kicked in, bro, I couldn't eat nothing, couldn't drink nothing. The water tastes like metal, the food tastes like, and every time I try to swallow, I fucking gag, like I'm throw up. So then they said, oh, no, sir. So the dietitian, she was like, no, sir, oh my God, we're getting worried about you. You're dropping too much weight too fast. Like you could die from that shit, I guess. So I was like, nah, I'll be okay. I was like, nah, sir, you got to come in. We got to get you a feeding tube. So boom, they put a feeding tube in my stomach so that I can drink and eat in shores and put water in there so I don't fade away. Oh, then they put a port. I got a port put on my chest so they can put the chemo in there and draw blood every time I go in there. So then I keep pricking my arm. The crazy part is when I went and got the fucking feeding tube put, I had to stay at the hospital for a couple of days because they had to monitor me or whatever. And every day, bro, like a couple of times a day, them fucking nurses come upstairs in my room to draw blood, and they would not use my fucking port. They kept fucking pricking my arm and missing the veins and just beating me the fuck up. I had to fucking yell at them. So what's wrong with y'all? What kind of training y'all got, bro? Y'all keep missing y'all tearing me up. Why y'all just don't go through my port? Oh, that's what I'm not understanding. Just use my port to draw the goddamn blood. I got to keep drinking water. I'm drinking lemon water because my throat is still dry and it gets irritated. So anyway, so I got through that ordeal, you know. So last Friday, I went on the 6th. On the 6th of June, I went on past Friday, went and I got my PET scan. And they checked me out and they said, oh shit, yo, it's gone. You know, the radiation, the chemo worked. Thank God, you know, you're a model patient because patients usually that get this, it doesn't go away the first treatments or whatever. There's always other issues. I said, well, you know, I'm a man of faith and I believe in God and through prayer, anything is possible. And then I got my kids and my loved one. My kids, man, my kids stepped up to the plate, my older kids, and they took care of their dad. I can't ever talk bad about my kids. My son and my daughters. So my son and his wife and my daughter, they were taking me back and forth to the doctor every day for 7 weeks, 5 days a week for treatment. And my son, he was champion for his dad, you know. He showed me that he loved me, and he'd been through that. He had tumors in his brain. He had 3 tumors in his brain. He went through it too. So they did surgery. They took the tumors out, and then he has one left in the middle of his brain that they can't take out. But through prayer, it shrunk all the way down. He's in remission. So he's living a normal life. He works, and he's a manager at his job now. And God is just great, man. So yeah, that's pretty much my cancer story. Now, you know, I'm in recovery mode. It's tough. There's days, you know, because they said I'm gonna have symptoms from the radiation and chemo. It can be anywhere between 6 months to 18 months, or however long God says it's gonna be for. And it's been 4 months now, so they're saying 2 more months I can get fitted to get my teeth. Then I'll have my smile back, my pearly whites. And I'll be able to chew, like, you know, steak. Like today I went to Applebee's and I couldn't order what I wanted. I wanted to give me a piece of steak, but I couldn't get it because I can't chew it. So I got pasta with chicken. That fake ass chicken they sell at Applebee's. It's crazy. So that's my cancer journey. But along this journey, so I made songs. You know what I'm saying? I was still recording what I was able to before my throat swelled all up and got real sore. I created my first song I created was called Never Finished. Never Finished. I made that song, Never Finished. And I made a few other ones. I made Never Finished, Better Days. I made all those songs when I found out I had cancer. Better Days, Never Finished, Take the Wheel, Oh Lord. It's a few of them when I was in that energy. All my music, man, you can go listen to my music now, man. It's on all streaming platforms. Hoodstar 365. You know, with the grace of God and the belief in God and having faith in Him and always being in remembrance, you know, He's the best of planners and He's the healer. He's the all-knowing, the all-knower. So whatever it is you're going through in life, I share my story and it's my testimony, and I talk about it on my social media, and I share it on my posts, and and everywhere. I talk to people about it. I'm not ashamed of it. In fact, I went to my daughter's graduation today. She graduated from the 8th grade, and that in itself was is a blessing. That I gained 25 pounds. I'm getting my strength back, and I was able to, go take a shower, get dressed, and go walk into school, sit down, and sit there through the whole ceremony and watch it and enjoy just seeing my daughter work, walk the stage with honors because she's a straight A's and B student all 3 years in that school, and she was awarded the most consistent student in the school. And then, I was training her, and she turned out to be she's nice on that basketball court. She could play. She shoot that ball from 3, and then she's tough. And in 6th grade, she led the team in rebounding and scoring, and in 7th grade and the 8th grade. But the 8th grade, she started shooting that 3 from deep, knocking it down consistently. So I want to work with her all summer long, get her handle up, and she got stronger, she got taller, and she slimmed down. She don't eat like she used to, so she's conscious about her weight, which is good. So look out for her, Well, anyway, this podcast is brought to you by Hood Star World, Urban Streetwear, and Hood Star Entertainment. I'll be back in a brief message. Enjoy the song. This one's called Never Finish.
Gotta keep going. Never finished. Till the last breath. I believe and remain faithful.
Mark is on his way, boy.
Never finished. Nah, I'm just a work in progress. A masterpiece building. Man, I'm blessed. Every hit, every miss got me closer to the best. I'm working in silence. Watch me rise. Same days I fall, other days I stand tall. Picking up the pieces like I'm patching up. They ain't seen the pain, just the shine and the rest. But every scar I carry, man, that's part of the quest. I'm in the work in progress. Still got a way to go, but I'm steady grinding, keeping it real, keeping it one step at a time. That's how legends are born. In the heart of the struggle, I rise in the storm. Never finished now, I'm just a work in progress. A masterpiece building, man, I'm blessed with all this mess. Every hit, every miss got me closer to the best. I'm a working in silence, watch me rise from all the stress. Reflection on the journey of grinding, self-improvement, emotionally. It's about balance, not being swayed one way or the other, but straight down the middle. 'Cause like sometimes what make you go? Masterpiece I'm building. Every hit, every miss got me closer to the best. You already know, working. Some days I fall, other days I stand real tall, picking up the pieces like I'm patching up a wall.
It's Ali Hoodstar 365. I'm Hoodstar 365 on all platforms. That song was inspired because, and I shot the video for that song on my phone on TikTok. I shot a video on when I was in the hospital, getting seen by the doctor. She walked in. She seems to wait. And I said, and then when I got done, she said, "What is that?" I said, "I shot a video for my new song." She said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I'm an artist." So God is good, man. Go follow me on TikTok, Hoodstar365, YouTube, Instagram. Everything is Hoodstar365, man. That's me, all right? So welcome to Respect the Game, the podcast. And, went over while I was gone. So now I'm back. So I wasn't able to speak on, what the result of the election and then the inauguration and we have a new president and this and that. And then I know that all of America voted for Trump because what the Democrats, what Biden and Kamala did prior to election when they flooded the border with 20 million illegal immigrants came into America because they wanted to buy their votes because that's how bad they didn't want Trump to win, But the only thing that messed me up, I know me personally, fucked me up. Because what the hell, man? I'm a veteran. I worked in America my whole life, born and raised in America. I'm a citizen, paid taxes, child support, did all this shit that they say you got to do to live here. And then when them people came here, bro, I couldn't believe my eyes, bro. What the fuck was going on? They gave them $13,000 a month in food stamps, $5,000 cash a month, business loans, mortgages, interest-free business loans and mortgages. Like, what the fuck was going on? What was that about? That's what I don't understand. That was so disrespectful. And I was so fucking fed up that with both parties, Republican and Democrats, that I fucking was like, you know what? It's time to fucking just vote for another party, bro. So I started seeing this lady promoting all the time on social media, and she was the Green Party. And she was against what the fuck they was talking about. She was into taking care of America first, the infrastructure and homelessness, and taking care of the veterans, and taking care of the drug problem, and freedom, real freedom, like freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom of self-being, and just everybody just respect each other, mind your fucking business. So I liked her message. So I was like, yo, she should be the president. That's what we need. We need change in this country because the president system that we got going on right now is corrupted, bro. Money is the ruler of all evil, and everybody has a price. So that's where we at today. So I know like Trump, when he was campaigning, he was like, well, when I get in office, there's not going to be no wars. We're going to do business, and I know how to talk to people. I'm going to make everybody be good. I'm going to go meet with Putin. I'm going to meet with the guy from Ukraine. I'm going to meet with the fucking Palestinians, Hamas, and Iran, and everybody else. I'm going to meet with them and tell them that, yeah, the big Gipper is back. We're going to do big business, China, and all that shit. And we're going to send all the illegal immigrants back to where they came from. And we're going to take all that money that they got from us, too. So everybody's like, oh, shit. So everybody flooded the voting polls and voted for Trump. Oh, yeah, we need change. America's fucked. I just didn't vote. I couldn't force myself to go in there and vote because I already knew what was coming down the road. That was all smoke and mirrors, bro. I already knew he wasn't going to do none of that shit because he is not in charge anyway. He just talks. He's just a puppet. The United States is officially occupied. And it's been so for like 30 years. Longer than that. But I would say since 2000, 2001. And they call the shots because they pay. They got big bucks and they pay all the politicians. We need you to say this. We need you to go for our interests and what we got going on. And we need y'all to appoint this guy. We need you guys to elect this person, that person. So the United States is officially fucking occupied on all platforms, everywhere. Even this platform, when I upload this and if they hear it, they're going to flag it or start watching me to see I'm a threat. But I'm not a threat. I'm right here by myself. I don't do nothing but voice my opinion. I'm a veteran. That's what I was in fucking serve for. I got freedom of rights, freedom of expression, and I can tell them when I don't agree with the fuck they got going on. What they got going on right now is terrible, bro. I don't know how you're letting some fucking dude from over there across the water dictate what we got going on over here. And then we send all the money over there, and they got free education, free health care, $7,500 a month. All the residents that live over there in Israel, they get $7,500 a month cash to live. They get that shit here too. That's why you never see them going to work. You never see them wearing those big old black hats and all that shit nowhere working. You ever see them working doing construction or McDonald's or making cheeseburgers or fucking cheese sticks anywhere? No. Because they all living off us, the taxpayers, because that's how they set it up. And you can't even get mad at them because they know how to set shit up and look out for each other. We don't. They get in position, they put their people in position. And they create all these laws and these stipulations for them to get paid. Just because. Because they went through the Holocaust that Germany did. We got to pay for it. Germany should be paying them for that fucking Holocaust. In fact, Germany did pay them, gave them reparations, but then sent them on their way, kicked them out of the country because Germany didn't want them doing that shit again, like what they're doing now to us. So now, when it's all said and done, the war started in Gaza in December, and Israel's been going crazy since fucking that happened, man. That Gaza is like a fucking, it's retarded what they did to it, and they continue to do to it. So then recently, they started fucking doing the bullshit about Iran lied by nuclear weapons. They don't got no fucking, nobody got nuclear weapons out there, bro. They don't have the capabilities as of yet. So they said they might already because they got technology. They got these fucking supersonic fucking missiles that go 10 times the speed of light, bro. And that shit is crashing to the fucking Golden Dome in Israel because Israel went over there last Friday and started the war with Iran. First they asked the United States to help them. The United States said, hell no, we know better. The motherfuckers got missiles that go 10 times the speed of light, dog. We ain't got nothing for that. That shit will come over here and hurt us in the United States, dog. We got to stay out of it. So before Biden left office, he said no. He told Israel, no, man, don't attack them. And if you do, you're on your own. Because we can't do nothing with them, bro. Nothing at all. Nothing at all, bro. So you got to chill with that shit. And, well, this guy kept trying to press us to go with all the propaganda to go help them. Well, he started it. And now Iran is going crazy on the missiles. They're sending fucking hundreds and hundreds. Today they sent 1,000 missiles on one shot, bro. And tearing Tel Aviv up and this other town called Haifa, whatever that shit is. Yeah. And they fucking shit up over there. And now they all arguing amongst each other. They asking Yahoo and his team, they got to resign because the people in Israel are fed up with war, bro. Everybody around the world is fed up with them. So now it's on people arguing and like, oh man, it's a mess. Go check it out, bro. It's on TikTok. They tried to ban TikTok before the shit escalated in December, and then the Palestinians got internet and they were on their phones every day. And we got to see in real time, bro, the devastation. They blew up hospitals, schools, a lot of children and women. And civilians got killed, bro. Over almost 300,000 people already been killed, bro. And now they're starting to die because of starvation. They're not letting in the aid to go so they can eat. They're blocking the aid. They've got all this aid sitting in trucks, thousands of trucks on the border, and they won't let it in. So they got residents, the settlers in front of the trucks won't let them in. And then they started fucking doing that settler shit to Jerusalem, Lebanon, and just spreading it. And this is what God did, man. God, karma. God gave Iran the know-how and the ability to create missiles that go 10 times the speed of light. And all them other weapons they got. They got a lot of shit. They got a lot of shit, bro. They got technology. They infiltrated all Israel's shit, all their data. They got all their fucking secret, all their secret hiding spots for the Golden Dome, for the nuclear weapons, and all the transcripts of all their conversations, how they's plotting on the United States, bro. And everybody else. Everybody's a fucking enemy to them. Whoever don't listen to them, they say kill them. And they believe that shit, bro. So now Iran has shown the world not to be afraid of them, and Iran is bombing the fuck out of them. So now all the other, and then the other 57 fucking Arab nations, they're cowards. They're cowards, man. They didn't do nothing. They refused to unite to stop that. They could have stopped that fucking last year. They could have stopped that. And the man sit down and peace talks. Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, like Egypt and Jordan, and they retarded, bro. There's no way you let that happen, bro. Jordan is on Israel's side, and they're Arabs. Jordan is with them, with Israel. And Saudi Arabia, you know, they're about the money, so they straddle the fence. But now lately he's come out and he said he condemns them attacking Iran. So now everybody's uniting. Other nations are uniting all together to stop Israel from doing what they're doing. They gotta change their whole perspective, bro. Like, no, you're not special, bro. You're a human being like the rest of us. That dude that wrote that book for you, that shit is all lies, bro. That's propaganda. That's hate speech. That's anti-humans. They're not human better than no other human on this planet. It don't matter how much money you got, how much you pray, how much you believe that you're the chosen one. When you die, you're going to go rot in the fucking grave just like anybody else. And you can't take none of that shit with you. All you're going to take with you is the good and the bad and the evil that you did, and that's what's going to fucking weigh on what your destiny is on the day of fucking judgment, if you believe. The economy is crazy. Prices are up. I took my kids to dinner. We went to Applebee's. And that shit came out to $119 for 4 people to eat. The 2 for $20. Well, they ain't 2 for $20 no more. They put it up because of inflation. It's 2 for $27, 2 for $29, and 2 for $31. Yeah. So, so that's what we dealing with, bro. It's never finished. Some days I might fall. Yo. So anyway, so that's that in the Middle East, man. And God bring peace in the Middle East. And you guys just learn how to live amongst one another. Just, if you fucking Jewish, Muslim, Christian, whatever you are, that's your business. Whatever you believe in, you want to go to church and all that and pray, that's your business. Just respect each other. And mind your business, and the world will be a better place. We all live together in America. We have a few fucking idiots running around here with still saying they racist against black people and brown people. And those are the same people that fumbled the whole United States away to Israel. Worried about hating us. But that's why they've been brainwashed to fucking hate us, put their energy on us, and distracted them from them taking over the United States. They took it all over. All the news, all the TV, all the movies, all the sports, all the ownership, all the AI, they own everything. And guess what? And people still outside talking about white power. Fucking stupid, bro. No, all the people in the United States have to unite and tell the president and tell Congress and Senate, like, we don't agree with none of that shit y'all got going on. We need all that money you spend on fucking war to stop and put it on America. America should look like China and Japan. The infrastructure should be like theirs. It's beautiful. There's no crime. There's no trash. There's no drugs. There's no murder, no gun violence. There's none of that shit, bro. There's food. There's no homeless veterans, no homelessness, period. And there's food on the sidewalk. They hang bags of food on the fucking fences and all that for anybody that's hungry. Or if you happen to be walking by, you want to bite on the apple, it's right there. Just grab it, bro. A lot of countries are like that. Even some white countries like that. Sweden and the other one. I ain't going to name them all, but. So that's how the United States is supposed to be. We're supposed to be the greatest country in the world. So the greatest country in the world should have the greatest infrastructure, the greatest roads, the greatest trains, subways, planes, the best food in the world. No processed food with chemicals in it to kill us and get us sick. The best health care, the best dental care, the best mental health, the best land, the cleanest beaches, the cleanest waters, the best fuel to put in our vehicles. The best of the best. The best of the best. The United States should have. I don't understand what the purpose of going to war and demolishing all these countries. For what? For you to keep all the money? You got to share that fucking money, bro. That's what we need one of these young people to start learning how to fucking work the computers, bro, and fucking hack their accounts. And take all them fucking billions and billions of fucking dollars and distribute that shit to American citizens, head of household. You know how they send them bullshit that stimulus checks out for only $1,000? Yeah, that. And do that, but make that shit $1 million. Send everybody $1 million or $5 million. So all 334 million people that live here, citizens. And it's like it can't be done because money is just printed in America. They don't have anything to back the fucking paper they print. They just sign it and say, all right, this is what it's worth. We just all got to do better, man. That's all I know. We got to do better because what's going on today, is just, it ain't it, dude. It's definitely not it, bro. I can't even lie to you, bro. This shit is fucking horrendous. It's embarrassing, really. The world laughing at us. How ignorant and stupid we are. And then to our kids, our young kids, the YNs with the switches and the ski masters on. If y'all don't stop that dumbass shit y'all got going on, bro, hating on each other and self-hate and killing each other, you should be saving all that energy, man. Saving all that ammo for when shit hit the fan, bro. If them people get bold enough and decide to come to the United States, because the whole world's fed up with us, with the United States, because we supplied Israel with all the bombs, and they definitely fed up with Israel. And Israel's being bombed right now. They've been being bombed since Friday. And I always said this, that the United States stuck on fucking stupidness and Walt Disneyland. Like, really believe that we can't get it. I really believe that somebody, some nation, somewhere is going to have the balls to fucking fly their jets over here and fucking drop shit on us. I hope that doesn't happen. But man, it can happen, bro. I pray that it doesn't. Cause that'd be some fucked up shit, bro. That wouldn't even be cool. To be honest with you. Alright, switching gears real quick. Let's move on to the state of mental health in urban America, 2025. With all the racial overtone and bringing racial tension back at not an all-time high, but it's back in play. But a lot of blacks and brown people are not even tolerating that shit, bro. Motherfuckers getting knocked out right on the spot. Getting their ass beat for that. But Suicide rate is real high right now among black and Latinos in America. In 2023, of 3,000 suicides by African American men due to depression, anxiety, PTSD, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia that has gone undiagnosed and untreated. You know what I mean? And in 2024, the numbers went all the way up to 6,000 plus. In 2025, the numbers are well over 7,000 thus far, and we're only in June. And we're only in June. Can you imagine? So, if you recognize it, if your husband, your boyfriend, your brother, your cousin, and they seem really stressed out or they're going through it, seek therapy for them. You know, we got to break the cycle of stigma that it's weak to go seek help when you're dealing with mental issues. And it's not. And a lot of it is caused by, systematic racism and oppression. Like, we're just fed up. Like, motherfuckers like ready to crash out, bro. Like, for real, for real. Like, how much more of this shit can you take, bro? The same bullshit. Then they got the fucking police getting trained by the IDF, so they bringing all that brutality to our neighborhoods, man. But motherfuckers is popping back. Motherfuckers is starting to fucking shoot at the police, bro. They too abusive. Now look at all the fucking new people they hired to do the ICE thing for the immigrants. They're fucking, a lot of them guys are not even real police officers. They're fucking Aryan nations, and they just gave them a fucking little training. And they're getting paid for each person they pick up. Well, my view on that, on the illegal immigrants, yeah, I agree with that shit. They should pick them all up and send them back across the border and let them come back across the correct way, bro. But that was the fucking Biden and Kamala Harris' fault that did that dumb shit, because they was giving up all that money. Of course the whole world want to come over here and get that fucking money. Y'all giving money away like that? Shit, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to come over here and get that bread? You gotta be an idiot not to. You know what I'm saying? So, I get it. But it put a fucking strain. Not really a strain, because all the United States got to do is just print the fucking money and send the money to where it's supposed to go. But they're playing a lot of racial games right now and putting the white supremacy thing to the forefront again. But we have to fucking push back against that. We come too far along to just sit on our hands and keep singing and dancing and dunking the fucking basketball and just let them do what they want to do. Like, you gotta get out there and really vote, and fucking don't vote for them, bro. Even though we don't even have much of a choice, because both candidates, whoever's running for public office, they're all fucking Zionists, and they're being picked by the Zionists to get in office. So this is why we need a third party, dude. We need a fucking third party. We need to vote for somebody else, or the people. Everybody has been like, you know what? We're not voting. We're not getting our one vote. We want the whole government flipped upside down. We want all new leaders. We want new representatives, people that represent the American people, who want to work for the American people, not work for Israel, not work for Ukraine, not work for Great Britain, not work for nobody outside the United States. And then demonopolize the whole structure of the United States. To all the wealthiest men and women in the United States who has created a monopoly when it comes to the money, and because there's only four companies that control everything in America. 4. So we gotta break that up, bro. We gotta break that shit up, bro. And open the game to everybody, so everybody can actually obtain the American dream. Without feeling guilty, without poisoning your own citizens or using propaganda to do mind control and everything like that. I know I'm tired of it personally. I'm tired of the same cycle every fucking year. Especially now, me dealing with cancer. So that's why suicide's up, man. People can't just take it anymore. Family issues, relationship breakdowns, dealing with divorce, child custody battles, domestic violence, family rejection, fatherhood stress with limited support systems, adds to an emotional burden. Oh, don't I know about that, being a single dad. But yo, congratulations to me and salute to the big man upstairs, God, for giving me the strength to persevere, to have endurance mentally and physically, emotionally, and spiritually, to continue striving and moving forward and raising my daughter. Like, to me, that's like my biggest accomplishment in my whole entire life is raising my baby girl from an infant to now she's 14, about to turn 15. And she'll be a freshman in high school next year. When they told me I couldn't do it, but she was a baby, and I was like, nah, I was fighting for her, and I said, I'm keeping my daughter. And everybody said, man, you're not going to be able to raise that little girl. That's a girl, she needs her mom, or she needs a woman in her life. Or you should get married and have a woman raise her because you got to work, and you never home. And, man, I worked. I did my Hood Star thing. I did the merge. I did everything, bro, and I still had my baby raising her. Then I got custody of my son when he was 7. Was he 7 or was he 5? I think he was 5. All the way up until he turned 15, and then he went back home he went back to his mom. And then people are suffering from social isolation or lack of support. Men suffer in silence. As men, we often feel like we can't talk to friends, can't talk to family or partner because they want to judge you. It's lack of safe spaces or positive male mentorship, which is, worsens the isolation. You really got to get in tune with yourself and your reality and your energy. Like, I'm okay being by myself because I know I'm not by myself. Get it? I know that at every step of the way, God is with me. Even when I'm in sin, when I'm lusting on the internet, looking at beautiful women, because that's all they show on IG and TikTok, is women dancing in their fucking leotards and fucking spandex, going outside with no panties on, no bra on, and just wearing that shit. Back in the day, that was considered like, underwear. And then you put a dress over it or you put your clothes over that. But they going outside like that, bro. Showing every crack of their fucking body in public. And then men are stressed out and committing suicide because we're overly exposed to violence and trauma. Look what we've seen in the last 18 months on our smartphone. The bombing and killing of innocent women and children for political war. And it just doesn't end. And it's everywhere. It's not just in Gaza. It's in Sudan, Kenya, the Congo, South America, Mexico, China. China still has the 2 million Muslims locked up because they're Muslims. Is that wild, bro? So really nobody in the world can tell anybody like to be judging anybody because everybody has fucked up ways, bro. Like to me right now, in the United States, no law should apply. Really, no law should apply worldwide because how can anybody with any type of dignity or sensitivity or feelings or emotion can agree with what's happening with blowing up women and children, blowing up hospitals and schools and universities and everything, bro. That's crazy, bro. Killing the press because they don't want the truth to be out. But TikTok's a motherfucker. And TikTok, that'll all be exposed because remember, the Palestinians, they all got cell phones too. And they posted everything. I never seen nothing like that a day in my life, bro. That brutal. Like now they're offering the food, putting the food out, and when they all come because they're hungry as hell, they get the food, they're shooting at them and dropping a bomb in the middle of them and killing more of them. They really just want to cleanse the whole land. They want to take the whole land. And now Iran is fighting back. Iran has answered the call and let them know that they ain't the only big bad wolf in the Middle East. Because the other countries in the Middle East, they're fucking cowards or they're laying in bed and accepting the money. And I can't believe Jordan. That's disgusting what Jordan's doing. Nobody should ever forgive Jordan or welcome Jordan anywhere in the Middle East. Anybody from Jordan should be fucking blackballed. They're cowards. You know? It ain't right, bro. It ain't right to do that. You know what I mean? That shit ain't cool for nobody, bro. It ain't right to oppress people like that. Especially after they invited you into their home, into their land, and fed you and housed you and taught you their culture. Then you turn around these years later, 80 years later, and do this to them. That's crazy. Hey. But the devil did say he was going to do that he was going to lead as many humans as possible astray until the day of judgment. He kept his promise. And there's millions of people that follow his way. So, I say too, if you hear this message, repent. You know? You got to repent, man. I'm not a religious fanatic or a political fanatic. I'm for humanity, bro. My mom taught me right from wrong. And we all subconsciously know what's right and what's wrong. So we gotta all just do better, bro. Learn how to just love and respect and honor one another as humans, not as black or white or Jewish or Muslim or Christian or atheist, none of that. Put all that to the side. That's all characteristics. I'm talking about the human body and the human soul, what God created, that. Respect that. Because this lifetime and you living on earth is short term. Nobody lives forever. Look at that dude, Rockefeller, old ass man. He's 99 years old. He already has 6 heart transplants. 6 of them. Defying what God has already ordained for him. He wants to keep staying alive, to be fucking brutal, vicious, just mean as hell to the world. But he get all the money. We need one of you little young geniuses to figure out how to hack into all these billionaires' bank accounts, man, and then take that money and send it off to all the citizens or whatever countries they're from. And feed the world. And bankrupt them and freeze their accounts and everything, bro. Their mortgages, whatever they got going on, bro. There's got to be a way to do it. Cause I remember back in the 90s when I went to college and I went back to school and I took up the computer class, that was the first thing that the professor said to us. He's saying technology, there's always the key to every lock. No matter what type of security they create, there's always a way to open it. So wherever you are out there, young man or woman, and you have to know how God gave you the ability to do so, do that. These people got to be humble, man. That's way and beyond ridiculous. No one should have to suffer to that magnitude. I understand what being poor. I'm poor. I'm poor. I mean, I have a roof over my head, thank God. Electricity and food to eat every day. I got a dog, 2 cats. But damn, I don't have a Bentley. I don't have a mansion. I don't have $1 million in my bank account. All I have is me, my faith, and my loved one, my children, my grandchildren. That's it. The inflation is running wild. The food prices is crazy. And gas is going up again, but the billions are up another $100 billion. And they don't even pay no taxes, bro. Got the Diddy case where everybody's being exposed, and those accusing him are being exposed in real time right in the courtroom. The video, they got videos of them participating in that willingly as, as an adult, consenting adults for money. So they were selling their souls and being prostitutes and whores, bro. Doing that shit for money. And now they're trying to come and get money from him to exploit him. But his lawyers is tearing their ass up. To me, I don't think he should be locked up because what he locked up for is just a freak offs. And the Cassidy case, Cassie, whatever her name is, she willingly participated in that. And the video of him when he chased her, they both was high as hell, and he paid her for that. They settled out of court $30 million. That should have been NDA classified. It shouldn't even been brought up in the courtroom. But we all know why they got Diddy in that position because Diddy tried to sue them. The people from France who owned tobacco companies, because they made a deal when the Ciroc was going on to get ready bankrupt. Diddy made a deal with them and said, "Listen, I can introduce the Ciroc to the hip hop culture and bring it in the forefront, and we can bring some bread. But after we get to a certain number, and then let's make a deal. We get to a certain number, and then I want to start my own vodka and provide. You guys provide me with the farms to grow what it is I need, the plants to create my own vodka." And they agreed. And I said, okay. And then when it came time to show proof, and he went down there to South America or Mexico, where it was, to go see his farms, and all it was fucking dry, a dry fucking sand. There was nothing there. And then when he said, "Yo, what the fuck? What's up?" He's like, "Man, just go ahead, man. Don't ruffle no feathers. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job, boy." So they buoyed him. So he got upset. He said, "Oh, yeah, motherfuckers, I'm going to file lawsuits." When he filed the lawsuit, that's what started all the bullshit. Because remember, they gave him everything he got, and they gave him the mansion and all that, but they put cameras everywhere. So that's what they do. So now they got him by the balls. They be like, "Oh, we're gonna fucking bring you down. We got all the videos of you fucking dudes and women, and you getting fucked in the ass, and all celebrities are on all these videos, high-end politicians, like all that shit, bro." So this shit is going down, man. Free Tory Lanez. I don't even know how Tory Lanez is locked up. That's crazy. He ain't had no DNA on the gun. No eyewitnesses saying that he shot the gun. But now the security guard comes out and says that it was the other girl, Kelsey, that did it. Meg's friend, Kelsey, did it. She shot her for sleeping with Tory. She was upset. So it was a crime of passion. Isn't that wild, bro? A crime of passion. So hopefully Tory will get out soon, man. We got a lot of fucking mass shootings going on because these kids got them switches and they got all kind of fucking automatic weapons that's being provided by by fucking from the clouds. They just show up in urban America in crates. All these fucking guns, high-end guns, expensive guns, $2,500 fucking weapons, and fucking kids from the ghetto that can't even go get a fucking hot dog from Wawa. And now they got 50 round clear. Where them getting all the fucking bullets from? Them bullets cost a lot of money, bro. So we all know what that's about. So there you have it, man. I'm blessed. I'm thankful that I'm back. That I'm actually in the studio and I'm recording a podcast. I was able to go to my daughter's graduation yesterday and watch her graduate. I was real concerned about that because I was really, really ill. I'm beating cancer, changed how I see everything. And health is real, man. And health is wealth. And it's you gotta fight that shit, bro. You gotta fight all negativity and strive to be healthy, man, because that shit'll jump on you and it'll take you out immediately. And you start reflecting. Like me, I was stressed out, man, worried about my daughter. Like, who's gonna finish raising my daughter? Like, who can I really depend on? My mom is already almost 80 years old. My one daughter's married, and she lives far. Then my daughter that's here, I was not sure if she was willing to fucking, stay here in this house and raise my daughter. Then my son is married. And I have nobody else, bro, to depend on, to be honest. Not a soul, bro. I mean, if something was to happen to me, then my daughter would be okay when she turned 18, then she can just, cash in. But I know that she would miss me, and I'll miss her. So we're gonna think positive and know that I'm gonna be okay. We're gonna beat this about 100%. So I had my first PET scan, and it came back clear. So I have another one in September. The only issue I'm having now is that my throat's still bothering me, and then I have a fucking not a lump, but like I guess all the fat that was on my face went on down, and so it's all here in the middle, underneath my chin. So I'm trying to work that back, suck it in. Anybody got any suggestions how to get rid of my rooster neck or chicken neck? Let me know. Or I got to go get surgery to get it fucking cut out. I don't have the money for that anyway, but if you want to donate, you can send it to my Cash App at HSW365. If you want to donate to my treatments. So anything, man, help build the platform, get some new equipment. I need new computers, new recording devices and microphones. So any companies out there that want me to sponsor or promote your products, hit me up. I'll blog it all. Make content, me putting it together, and me using your headphones, your mics, your inbox, your software, your computers, your laptops, your cameras, all the stuff that I need to upgrade to the professional level. Any dentists out there that want to need promo or want to donate teeth to me and get it done, and I'll record it all and we can make content, then hit me up. Follow me on IG, hit my DM, Hoodstar365, or my TikTok. I'm Hoodstar365 everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. All right, and I have a new book that's out right now. It's called From Prison to Purpose. Go get my new book out right now on Amazon by E. Torres Sr. And I created ebooks on wealth building at shopartus.biz. You want to go get these ebooks so you know how to invest your money now while you're young. Man, I wish I would have known this stuff when I was fucking 20 years old. I'd be a millionaire. I'd be a multi-millionaire right now. On how to invest, because they never taught us how to invest or where to put our money at. All they ever taught us was, oh, when you get money, go buy a car and put a system in it and buy some rims and go get a chain and go get a watch and then eat it all. Go out and eat every day and go smoke and go trick with it. Get some hotel rooms and have sex and drugs and party until it's all gone. Not invested in that ETF fund so your money can grow and you can earn income every month for the rest of your life. So I have the ebooks to teach you that right now. In fact, I have a new one that goes from $100 to $1 million investing in on any platform. I break it down how to set it up. And you do reoccurrence payments every payday or every month, and then the money that you earn, you reinvest it, and you just keep going and keep going and keep going again, year after year, year after year. You can watch your money grow. If you want to get to a number that you like, and if you want to borrow a little bit from it, you can. But go to shoprus.biz today and go check it out, man. Go get an ebook. Go learn. I put all this information out there for the culture, for urban America, for all of us that's been denied the information. Now the information is available, and it's only a couple of dollars, bro. I'm not even charging a lot of money, bro. In fact, I'm even offering a bundle with 3 of the ebooks with all the information on it for fucking less than $100. Like, this is a $1,000 fucking informative package deal. I'm giving it to the culture for only fucking $79, bro. Go to shoprus.biz and go check it out today. Start investing your money today, man. I'm telling you. We got to stop begging these people for anything. We got to create our own wealth. Create our own worlds that we want to live in, man. All right? So I'm Ali Hoodstar 365, man. I appreciate you guys for being patient. I've been getting a lot of messages and well wishes and asking me when I was coming back. And I appreciate that from y'all, man, for real, because I really, really, really need that, man, to show that there are actually people in the world that actually care about me and my well-being. Because usually the world just cares about what you can do for them. That was about 90% of the people that I know. They'll just, say they knew me or like me for what I could, the type of service that I could provide for them. So to that 10%, I appreciate each and every one of you, man. So I'm Ali365. This is Respect the Game, the podcast. And we're sponsored by Hoodstar World, the clothing line, the brand, streetwear brand that represents negativity to positive. There's plenty to do in the world. You don't have to be negative and go terrorize your own community. Take the fucking poo shiesties off and put those guns down and save your bullets. So when the shit jump off, you got to jump in the front and protect the community. Don't be a coward and run. We need all that fucking energy. Just keep that same energy that you do when you see your brother or your sister and you have a disagreement. You want to run and go get a fucking gun with a fucking switch on it. All right? So let's get it. Let's go. Stay tuned for the next episode. Go follow my IG right now. Respect the Game, the podcast. I'm on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all podcast platforms. And please go listen to my playlist and stream my music, because it'll help me and my family big time, and share it. My music has a message. So I'm not telling you to go kill nobody or to do drugs or go get AIDS. I'm telling you to let's all do better. All right? So with that, it's all love from this side. Peace. This is my new single, Let Love Live. So let's get it. Let's go!